Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. The sun is shining, but I really want to get into my creativity. I've got an idea in my head. I've been pondering it for a while and I want to see if I can do it. So do you remember this piece? Let me just get it for you. It's actually hanging up on my wall. I haven't wanted to let go of it yet, but it will be available soon. But this is the piece that I created using a black and white middle and then blew some colours out. So I want to do this on a slightly larger version where I've got the black and the white in the middle, the same as this one, and then the colours around the edges, but I want it to be more like a target. So, can I do it? Let me just pop this back, hanging back on my wall. So I've mixed all my colours up with just water. So a paint and water combination, 1 part paint to 1 part water. I will list all the brands and those ratios in the description box below. So if you see an expand button, just expand that and it lists lots of information that might be helpful for you. So I'm going to take you down to see the colours, I'll show you the canvas and then we can start. So let's see what we can create. So my table is ready just to show you those colours. As you can see, I've mixed them all up already with just paint and water. I'm using all Royal Talens Amsterdam brand today. So I've got my black and white, I've got a green, a red, an orange, a yellow, a violet and a blue. I will list all those exact colours in the description box. My consistency is just paint and water. So 1 part paint to 1 part water. Let me see if I can show you some of that here. There we go. You can just see it drizzling off the spatula back into the cup. You might be able to hear my neighbour's dog barking, but I always think, let them have fun. Let them have fun in their own gardens. So, yeah, so there's the consistency. Runs off the spatula and then just completely disappears. Again, it's the same with all of these colours, just paint and water. Also the black and the white. Not be able to probably see that as clearly. There we go. So the consistencies are there. I'm ready to paint. So people often ask me how I kind of set up before I start filming. So this is now my table ready to actually paint, because when I paint I really like to be in the moment. So I've got all my colours here ready and lined up. I've got my gloves. I'm going to wear gloves today. This is a 20 by 20 inch canvas. They're on my stands. I've got my hairdryer and my torch ready to pop any air bubbles. So that's my setup. What I will say with this creation, I want a red, yellow and orange one side and then a blue, violet and green the other. So yeah, this is my setup. Let's go. So I'm going to start off here in the middle with the black and the white. So I'm just going to take my black and my white. I'm going to pinch the cups so that I can help the direction of the flow from the cup onto the canvas with a little bit more aim. And I'm going to, if I can, pick up both cups and I'm literally going to do one colour after the other. Black, white, black, white, until I've got enough paint in the middle of the canvas, and then I'm going to blow it out. I'm not adding any of the colours just yet. I just want to concentrate on this middle section, and that middle section was all about that monochrome black and white tone. So again, I'm just one after the other, black, white in the middle, and then we'll blow that out. I just want to pop those air bubbles before we take our blow dryer and blow out the black and white further across that surface area. So as always, the blow dryer is on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. And I'm just going to work around the canvas from the middle and blow that black and white paint out as far as it can go. Okay, so that's really good coverage. I don't want any deep puddles in the middle because I don't want it to crack when it starts to dry. So I'm just going to take my torch, I'm just going to go over this section, pop any of those air bubbles, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the colour around the edge, and then I will blow it out. One side, the red, the yellow, and the orange, and then the other side, the blue, the green, and the violet. So let's start with the more kind of vibrant side, the summery side, I would say, with the red, the orange, and the yellow. And I'm just going to layer that paint all the way around that area that we've blown out with the black and the white. So my colours are now down on the canvas. I'm just going around that centre bit with a bit more of the white, and I'm going to put a little bit more of the black on top. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to now merge all those colours together. So we don't need to really worry too much about that centre bit because we've already blown that black and white out. So I'm just going to concentrate on the area from that fresh circle that I've just done with the black and white, so it goes over all those colours. And the idea is, well, the idea in my mind is to blow this out, and then there's going to be a hint of colour on those edges as that black and white paint is blown over those colours. So again, I'm just starting from the middle and taking my blow dryer on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed and blowing that paint from the middle to the outer edge. I am absolutely loving this concept. I do want a little bit more vibrancy around those edges, so I am just going to go over some of those sections and place a little bit more of the paint over the top of the black and white and then blow it out again. I don't want it to be too vibrant, if that makes sense, but I do want that colour to almost pop from underneath that black and white middle. So I'm just going to add some more colours now. And you'll see that again, I'm just doing this one colour at a time. I'm going to take my blow dryer and go over that surface area. And you'll see how it really evolves. And by just adding a little bit more colour, I'm almost getting that vision that I had in my mind directly onto the canvas. And I always say it's best to start off small and add paint as you go. Because if you have too much paint, you'll end up wasting more paint and just blowing it off your table, which you can of course gather up and use as a flow extender in future creations, so it's not necessarily wasted, but I do like to minimize that paint that does go on that table. So I'm just adding a little bit more color now, and then once I've added the color, I will show you the final result, and you're not going to want to miss it because, dare I say it, it's probably one of my most favorite paintings I've done this year. One thing that I do always advise is just take your time, allow yourself to be immersed in that creation process. And as you can see, by adding a little bit more colour around those edges and re-blowing them out across that canvas has given me that vibrancy that I really wanted. And it was just about stepping back, taking some time and thinking about the process as I go. Okay, we are done. So I'm just going over with the torch to pop the air bubbles, and I'm going to take you in now for a closer look at the wet version. Let me know what area you like the most. Do you know what? I think it's really hard to choose because I'm actually a fan of the creation as a total piece. But yeah, let me know if you've got a favourite part because I'd really like to explore this a little bit more with having that black and white mixed with those colours. And you can see here that I've had that continuation down the sides. So I've managed to blow that paint down the sides and I've got good coverage on my sides as well. So I am going to place this to one side to dry and I'll take you in now for a close-up at the dry version. So here we are, fully dry. I will varnish this piece once it's sold. I always apply a gloss varnish to my creations. I use a spray varnish and I always opt for the Winsor & Newton brand. I've always found that to be really reliable and give great coverage to any piece. So there we go, the dry version is there. I'm definitely going to experiment a bit more with this kind of combination. I've got all these ideas now running around in my head. I'm going to add them to my notebook for future creations and ideas. But a big thank you to you for being here today. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, your comments, and thank you for your emails. I read every single one. I really hope you're having a great week. I wish you a great week ahead, and I hope I get to see you again in the next video. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.